points last game out. There's the pass to Tatum. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Tatum is everything you want in a star. I mean, he's a talented player, surely. But more importantly, I think, is he's humble and hungry. And he's deeply invested in the team's success.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Schroeder. For 3. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Last outing for Charlotte, they won that game against the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante. Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Celtics trail by 7. And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter. Tatum against Bridges. Tatum passes to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Celtics passing it around. Here's Brown. That one a little long.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Now that he's attracting so much defensive attention, Greg, Brown is routinely getting others involved.
And how about his assist numbers have skyrocketed? And it's really not surprising. His sole focus is doing what's best for the team.
Enes Kanter's checked in for the Celtics. Richardson comes in for Tatum. The Hornets also changing it up. Jones comes in for Plumlee, and Kelly Oubre subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 14. Right wing. Lock at 6. Shoots. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Schroeder, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first.
And for Dennis Schroeder, playing in the NBA was a promise fulfilled to his dearly departed father.
Greg, how about this? As a young man, he swore to his dad that he'd make it, and after his dad's passing, Dennis discovered a note from his dad encouraging him to continue to follow his dream.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And free agency unkind to Dennis Schroeder over the summer. Bet on himself to get a bigger deal in the offseason, and cap space drying up quickly, and he just lacked suitors. He eventually catches on with this team, but this wasn't the ideal scenario.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Williams comes in for Al Horford, and Marcus Smart is subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Oubre passes to Mr. Clutch. Outside for Martin. Passes it to Mr. Clutch. Connects from three-point range. Mr. Clutch has got 19 points.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Schroeder looking around. And so it's Charlotte Charlotte with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back right after this. And an unlucky history of injuries for Gordon Hayward.
There's certain times where it's not our decision to not play. There are certain times where guys want to play.
The great teams are more sophisticated than ever when it comes to injury prevention.
And training staffs are now expected to anticipate risks. So at times they'll know before the player does that there's a concern.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
They definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
They've got Ennis Cantor. Williams is out there with Richardson. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Pritchard in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Knicks was outstanding. He scored 41 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And Clark, you know, you were actually one of the original stretch bigs, so do you think your game would be more suited for today's NBA?
Kevin, stretch big made me stretching it a little bit and analyzing my game. I did have a decent shot, but my work was done with ball skills and scoring inside. I would have added the perimeter shot, so I think I would have been able to handle today's game effectively, being kind of a combo forward. Big enough to do work inside, but skilled enough to get outside, too.
Here's Pritchard after the made shot from Kelly Oubre. It's Richardson on the wing. Over Jones. Trying to get something going. He takes it up and lays it in.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
So Charlotte calls timeout. Their first. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part.
So it's the Charlotte Hornets with an 18-point lead.
Wants a free t-shirt, make some noise.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Up in the forward spots, it's Hayward and Bridges. All out there with Mr. Clutch. And it's Plumlee in at the 5, down low. Here's Mr. Clutch following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Here's Mr. Clutch. Drills the three-pointer. Mr. Clutch has got 26.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Williams double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Charlotte with it. And it's Brown missing.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Williams with the block.
Well, the reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Schroeder with the ball. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Drains it from beyond the arc. Horford's got 9.
You know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics made the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times over 4 seasons, but last season, injuries and COVID protocols took them down a peg. Ownership and management are patiently staying the course. And with the young star talent, this team still has room to improve from within. Guys, back to you.
Well, their upside in a lot of people's view remains. David, thanks. Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here's Schroeder. Celtics passing it around. Williams gets the bucket.
Wow, 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Inside, lets it fly, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Some changes for Boston. Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Williams. Josh Richardson comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in for Dennis Schroeder. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Here's Pritchard after the made shot from Mr. Clutch. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Here's Mr. Clutch. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Pritchard. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. The Celtics making a switch here. Smart's checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Gill is checked in for Plumlee. Here's Mr. Clutch. He has 31. And that one's good. Gill's got 7.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Outside, Smart. Pass to Richardson. Here's Pritchard. Hits the three-point bomb. Pritchard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Mr. Clutch. Lets it go from deep. Can't hit that one. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Richardson the pass to Pritchard. The Hornets pull it in. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Mr. Clutch. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Boston's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Richardson against Martin. Outside, Smart. Outside, Williams. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to Pritchard. Over Oubre. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Hornets leading by 16. It's tipped. In the corner, Smart with it. Good on the triple. Smart's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And, of course, this is Smart's biggest hurdle. Sometimes he looks great shooting the 3. Sometimes, though, it's just the opposite.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's Charlotte. They lead. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Celtics. It's a 13-point game. Backcourt guard set is Smart and Richardson. Enes Kanter is out there with Horford, and it's Tatum in at the 3 slot. That's the Boston 5.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
To the middle. And there's Ennis Cantor on the assist by Richardson.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Here's Mr. Clutch. From deep. And they'll get another chance. Jacks up a three. Hits it from three-point range. Mr. Clutch has got 37.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Tatum draws the double. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it to Richardson. Stolen by Ball. A solo fast break. And the rejection by Tatum.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Some changes for Boston. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Ennis Cantor. Brown comes in for Richardson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Smart. Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Hornets. Gordon Hayward comes in for Oubre. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Hayward kicks to Ball. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, you got to love how quick Ball shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
The kick out to Tatum. Pass to Horford. Left side, Brown. Pass to Williams. 5 to shoot. He dishes it to Brown. For the 3. The offensive rebound. Shot's good by Williams.
They are trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Here's Mr. Clutch. A second chance effort. Out to Hayward. The pass to Mr. Clutch. Another shot. And the basket is good. Mr. Clutch has got 8 here in the quarter.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Schroeder passes to Horford. In the corner. Tatum with it. Nice ball movement by Boston. Kicks it out to Schroeder. The tray. That one no good. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. There's the lob to Bridges. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Perfect communication and timing on that alley-oop. Bridges saw the opening and then bounced right to the rim.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005.